Today, July 8th, is not just another day on your calendar. It's a day that heaven has circled, a moment that carries a divine weight you might not yet fully grasp. Something deep within you've been yearning for, praying for, crying out for, in the quiet of your heart is about to shift. You may not have known this day was coming, but the spiritual realm has been preparing for it all along. This is a sacred moment, a turning point that God has orchestrated with precision, and it's meant for you. Right now, as you read these words, you're standing at the edge of a breakthrough that could change the course of your life. It's not by chance, it's not by luck, it's because your faith, your persistence, and your quiet endurance have moved something powerful in the heavens. Imagine this, your last prayer, the one you whispered when you thought no one was listening, reached the throne of God. That moment when you poured out your heart, when you cried into your pillow or stared at the ceiling wondering if things would ever change, that moment was not ignored. It was recorded. It was honored. Your tears, your unspoken pain, your unwavering trust in God, despite everything that tried to break youth, have stirred the spiritual realm. And now, Archangel Michael, the mighty warrior of heaven, has descended with a message so urgent, so undeniable, that it carries the fire of divine authority. He's not here to whisper softly. He's here with a commanding presence, his voice like thunder, his wings stirring the air around you, and his eyes filled with holy tears. He's saying, "Open this now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. This is your moment." This message isn't just words on a screen. It's a lifeline, a sacred invitation wrapped in divine purpose. It's as if heaven itself is reaching out, throwing a rope into the waters of your struggles, pulling you toward the destiny you were created for. If you delay, you might miss the precise moment God has aligned for you. If you brush this off, you might never realize how close you were to the miracle that's been waiting. Archangel Michael isn't speaking in vague terms today. His sword is drawn not to harm you, but to protect you. He's cutting through the chains that have held you back, severing the lies that have clouded your mind, and shattering the barriers that have blocked your blessings for far too long. Something extraordinary has happened in the spiritual realm. Your name, yes, your name was spoken in the divine courts of heaven. When it was uttered, the atmosphere shifted. Angels paused in their duties. Light pulsed through the heavenly realms. Ancient scrolls were opened, and records were unsealed. God himself declared, because of their last act of faith, because of their quiet obedience, because of the pain they carried without giving up, I am now releasing what was hidden. I am unlocking what was held back. You've endured things no one else saw. You've loved people who turned their backs on you. You've forgiven those who hurt you deeply, over and over again. You've shown up for others, even when they never showed up for you. And through it all, you stayed faithful, not to people, but to the still, small voice of God whispering in your soul, urging you to keep going. God saw every tear you wiped away before anyone could notice. He heard the screams you muffled into your pillow so no one would hear. He felt the weight of the pain you carried silently, the cries that never left your lips but broke your heart into pieces. And now, he says, enough. It's my turn to move. You've asked him, have you forgotten me? Am I invisible to you? And his answer comes like a bolt of lightning. No, never, not for a single moment. Your name is etched into the palm of his hand. Your prayers are still echoing in the chambers of heaven. Your destiny was never canceled, it was only delayed to be perfected. And today, Archangel Michael is here to confirm it. The delay is over. The doors are swinging open. The good news you've been longing for is rushing toward you like an unstoppable flood right now. Someone is watching you, not with judgment or envy, but with a divine assignment. God has placed you on their heart. This person is being guided to reach out to you, to bring an opportunity, a conversation, a breakthrough that will redirect your path. They may not even realize why they feel so drawn to you, why your name keeps coming to mind, why they can't shake the thought of you. But the reason is simple. They are part of God's plan for your life. They are a divine connection heaven has been preparing, and the barriers that kept them from you have been removed today. The spiritual gates are open. The signal is clear. Their purpose in your life is now active, and they're coming. But there's another side to this story. Archangel Michael warns that there's someone else, someone who tried to block this moment. Out of fear, jealousy, or manipulation, they spoke against you. They prayed not for your success, but for your failure. They wanted to keep you small because your victory would expose their own shortcomings. But today, heaven has stripped them of their influence. Their words have lost their power. Their schemes have collapsed. What they meant to harm you, God is turning into fuel for your triumph. Archangel Michael has been fighting battles you never saw. While you were sleeping, he was pushing back forces that were sent to derail your future. While you were weeping, he was guarding your destiny. And now, the battle is won. He's not here to fight anymore. He's here to declare victory. Michael's tears are not of sorrow, but of awe. He's seen your endurance, your refusal to give up, your faith in God, even when everything around you felt hopeless. He bows his head, not as a deity, but as a protector, honoring a human who has fought with courage and grace. You are stronger than you realize, not because of your own power, but because God whispered truth into your soul, and you chose to believe it. That choice, that faith, is rare. Many hear God's voice and turn away. You heard it and followed, even when it led you through dark valleys. Now, the same God who walked with you through those trials is leading you into a season of favor. Listen closely, because God has a specific message for you. Over the next 8 days, starting today, you'll notice unusual signs. You might hear a name repeated in unexpected places, on the radio, in a conversation, in a dream. You might see a number that seems to follow you on a clock, a license plate, a receipt. You might feel a strange warmth or pressure in your chest when you enter a room. These aren't random. They're divine alerts, heaven's way of saying, "You're not alone. I'm with you." Something is happening. Someone is about to speak your name in a place of influence, a room you've never entered. And when they do, angels will stand behind their words, ensuring they carry divine weight. God has one more instruction. This moment is a test of trust. Don't rush ahead in excitement. Don't share every detail with everyone around you. Don't return to relationships or habits God has already told you to leave behind. You're in a season of transition, and transitions require wisdom, silence, and obedience. There are people in your life who seem supportive but secretly hope for your delay. God says, don't confront them. I'll handle them in my time. Your job is to keep moving forward, to stay focused, to keep your heart pure. Archangel Michael adds, a message is coming, a text, a call, a meeting, an encounter that will feel different. Your spirit will recognize it. It'll feel like you've lived this moment before, because heaven wrote it long ago. The enemy knows this moment is coming, and that's why chaos has been swirling around you lately. Relationships have been strained. Old wounds have resurfaced. Anxiety has tried to overwhelm you. This wasn't random, it was a calculated attack to distract you from the open door, but it didn't work. You're still here, still standing, still reading these words. The enemy's plan failed, and now he's scrambling because what he meant to harm you has only positioned you for greater things. God is using the very things people tried against you to your faith. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not cursed. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. God's words aren't yours. Today isn't just July 8th, tilts the first day of a new chapter in your divine timeline. You don't just have God's promise here, it's the start where things begin to happen. He's aligning everything, syncing your heart with your soul's purpose. It's the moment you feel God is saying, I'm here. You're not alone. Something big is near, and you won't miss it this time. You won't push it away. You'll step into it boldly, protected by God's hand. Archangel Michael is with you, his wings spread wide, his sword shining with holy light. His eyes hold love and joy for you. He's walked every mile of your life, and now he's saying, it's finished. The favor is here. The good news is yours. Hold on. Last time, God says, what they said was false. They hurt you, but I'm doing something greater. You'll rise above them. Heaven's watching you. The stars are moving. Your heart is healing. Your answers are coming. Just say, yes, God, I'm ready. You may feel unworthy, but God's love doesn't depend on how you feel. It's forever true. You may feel weak, but this moment needs strength. Just say amen, even if you're scared. If God says open this now, trust something real is here. You're entering a time where quiet moments show truth, where favor surprises everyone who doubted you, and God says, remember me. When they call, no, it's Him who moved them. When they say sorry, He kept your heart open. When you find love, He was there in your pain. The news is here. The person is near. God says it's true. Michael points to the door, saying, go now, it's yours. Don't wait, don't fear. Amen. Take a deep breath and let these words sink into your heart. Today, July 8th, begins a new story for you. God's promises are starting to shine through you. Michael's here, guiding you. You've carried heavy things, but now it's time to rest. The good news is so close. Trust God's plan, watch for signs, and move forward bravely. Your miracle is coming. Amen. Asterisk, asterisk, as you stand at this divine threshold on July 8th, let the weight of this moment settle into your spirit. You've been walking a path that felt uncertain, perhaps even lonely. But God has been weaving a story far greater than you could see. Every step you've taken, every moment you chose to trust despite the pain has led you to this exact point. This is not a coincidence. This is not a random day. This is a divine appointment, a moment where heaven is aligning with earth to bring you into a new season. Your heart may still be racing, Your mind may be wrestling with doubt, but deep inside, your soul knows something is shifting. Archangel Michael's presence is not just a symbol, it's a guarantee that the battles you've faced are giving way to victories you never imagined. You may be wondering, why now? Why this day? The answer lies in God's perfect timing. He has seen the moments when you felt overlooked, when you wondered if your prayers were too small to matter. But nothing you've done in faith has been wasted. Every whispered prayer, every quiet act of obedience, every time you chose to keep going when you wanted to give up, these have been building blocks in the spiritual realm. They've been stacking up, creating a foundation for the breakthrough that's about to unfold. God says, I've been collecting your tears, storing your prayers, and watching your heart. And now, I'm ready to pour out what I've been holding for you. Archangel Michael is pacing in the unseen world, his sword still glowing with the fire of heaven's authority. He's not just standing guard, he's clearing the path ahead. There are obstacles you didn't even know were there, spiritual blockages that tried to keep you stuck. But Michael says, no more. The way is open. You may have felt like your life was on pause, like nothing was moving forward. No matter how hard you tried, that wasn't failure. That was protection. God was holding you in a sacred pause, shielding you from doors that weren't meant for you, from people who couldn't carry your purpose, from opportunities that would have drained your spirit. Now the pause is lifting. The green light is on. The season of waiting is turning into a season of walking. Picture this. There's a room somewhere, a place you've never been, where your name is about to be spoken. It might be in a boardroom, a family gathering, a quiet conversation between strangers, or even a prayer circle. Someone is going to say, what about them? And that simple question will set off a chain reaction. Angels are standing ready to amplify that moment, to ensure it carries the weight of heaven's favor. This isn't just about one opportunity, it's about a divine domino effect. One door leads to another. One conversation sparks a connection. One act of faith unlocks a flood of blessings. God says, you don't need to chase it. You don't need to force it. I've already set it in motion. But there's a responsibility that comes with this moment. God is asking you to stay awake, to stay alert, to keep your heart open. The enemy will try to distract you, just as he did before. He'll use doubt, fear, or even the voices of people who don't understand your journey to pull you back. Don't let him. Archangel Michael is clear. You've crossed a line in the spiritual realm. There's no going back to old patterns. That relationship you walked away from, that habit you broke, that fear you faced, those were not losses. They were victories. They were steps toward the person you're becoming, the person God always knew you could be. Asterisk, asterisk, in the next 8 days, pay attention to the small things. A phone call that feels heavier than usual. A dream that lingers when you wake up. A stranger who says something that feels like it was meant just for you. These are not accidents. They're signals from heaven, markers on the path to your breakthrough. God says, I'm speaking through the ordinary to show you the extraordinary. You might see a number that keeps appearing. Maybe it's 111, 777, or even 88. You might hear a song that speaks directly to your situation. You might feel a sudden peace in a moment of chaos. These are divine breadcrumbs, leading you to the place where your miracle is waiting. There's also a warning in this message. Not everyone around you is ready for what's coming. Some people will smile to your face but feel uneasy about your progress. Some will try to pull you back into their version of you, the one that makes them comfortable. God says, let them go. Don't fight to keep what I'm removing. This is a season of divine separation. Not everyone can go where you're headed, and that's okay. It's not rejection, it's redirection. The people who are meant to walk with you will come naturally, effortlessly, because God Himself is orchestrating their arrival. Archangel Michael is also bringing a promise of restoration. You've lost things, time, relationships, opportunities that left scars on your heart. But God is a master at redeeming what's been taken. He says, I can restore what you thought was gone forever. I can rebuild what was broken. I can bring back what was stolen, but better. That job you lost, it's being replaced with something that aligns with your purpose. That relationship that ended, it's making room for a love that honors your worth. That dream you buried, it's being resurrected with new life. God is not limited by what you've been through. He's not stopped by your mistakes or your pain. He's working through them, turning your story into a testimony. You might be thinking, but I'm not ready. I'm not good enough. I've made too many mistakes. Let those thoughts go. God's favor doesn't depend on your perfection, it depends on His love, and His love for you is unbreakable. You don't have to be strong enough to carry this blessing. You just have to be willing to receive it. Archangel Michael says, stop looking at your flaws. Look at God's promise. Your weaknesses don't disqualify you, they qualify you for grace. Your struggles don't define you, refine you. And right now, heaven is declaring that you are ready for what's next. There's a specific moment coming, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, where you'll feel a shift. It might come through a message, an unexpected gift, or a conversation that feels like it was scripted by heaven. When it happens, your spirit will know. It'll feel like a puzzle piece clicking into place, like a door you didn't even know you were knocking on swinging wide open. God says, trust that feeling. Don't dismiss it as coincidence. It's me. Archangel Michael will confirm it with signs, maybe a name you keep hearing, a number that follows you, or a moment of clarity that cuts through the noise. Pay attention, because heaven is closer than it's ever been. You're also being called to protect this season. Guard your peace like it's a treasure. Not everyone needs to know what God is doing in your life. Some things are meant to stay between you and Him until they come to pass. Archangel Michael says, the enemy will try to use distraction to steal your focus. Don't let him. That argument that keeps resurfacing, that worry that keeps you up at night, that temptation to go back to what's familiar, those are traps. Step over them. Keep your eyes on the path ahead. God is clearing the way, and Michael is standing guard. There's a home waiting for you, not just a physical place, but a space of rest, safety, and healing. God says, you've wandered long enough. You've fought hard enough. Now it's time to dwell in my peace. This home is where your heart can finally settle, where your mind can find calm, where your soul can breathe again. It's a place where miracles feel at home, where favor flows freely, where you no longer have to strive to prove your worth. And this home is coming soon, maybe through a new opportunity, a new relationship, or a new sense of purpose that fills your spirit with hope. As you move into this season, God is asking for one thing: alignment. Align your thoughts with faith, not fear. Align your words with hope, not doubt. Align your actions with trust, not desperation. When the opportunity comes, say yes, even if your hands shake. When the door opens, walk through it, even if you're unsure of what's on the other side. Archangel Michael says, the signs are changing. They're not coming from the places you're used to looking. Look for the new, expect the unexpected. The people who didn't see your value before. They're not your confirmation. The situations that held you back. They're not your future. God is doing something new, and it's bigger than you can imagine. Your name is being spoken in places of power right now. Someone is thinking of you, researching you, dreaming about you. They don't know why, but God does, because He placed you in their heart. When they reach out, it'll feel like destiny. It'll feel like a moment you were born for. Don't doubt it. Don't overthink it. Just show up. Just say yes. God says, I've seen your secret battles, your silent tears, your hidden strength. I'm proud of you. You didn't lose your light. You didn't give up on love. And now, I'm raising you up in front of everyone who doubted you. In the coming days, a conversation will happen that changes everything. Someone will say your name in a room of influence, and it will spark something unstoppable. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to beg for it. The Spirit of God is going before you, preparing the way. This is why Archangel Michael is here, urging you to open this message, to stay awake, to stay ready. He sees what's coming. He knows the weight of this moment. And He's crying not out of sadness, but out of love for the person who kept believing, kept praying, kept trusting through it all. You're about to see how quickly things can change. A phone call, an email, a meeting, a moment, it's coming, and it's going to shift everything. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let overthinking stop you. God isn't asking for perfection. He's asking for your yes. Just show up. Just take the next step. And when it happens, when the breakthrough arrives, when the door opens, you'll look back at this moment and say, I knew it. God was with me all along. Amen. As you close your eyes and let these words sink in, feel the presence of heaven surrounding you. July 8th is more than a day, it's a divine marker, the beginning of a season where God's promises come to life. Archangel Michael stands with you, his sword raised, his wings shielding you, his heart celebrating you. You've carried heavy burdens, but now it's time to release them. The good news is on its way, faster than you think. Trust God's plan, watch for His signs, and step forward with courage. Your miracle is not just coming, it's here. Say yes and walk into it. Amen. If this message has stirred your heart and lifted your spirit, please like and subscribe to join us for more divine encouragement and heavenly wisdom. Your support helps spread this message of hope to others who need it. And if you feel led to give a special blessing, consider leaving a super thanks of $20 to keep this ministry thriving. As God says, today is the day that will change something deep inside you. Let's walk this journey of faith together, wrapped in His love and light. With all my heart, I pray you feel His presence and peace today. Amen.